Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, brothers and sisters on YouTube. Peace and blessings to each one and every one of you. This video is in response to one of Jay's video, which is a true prophetic line, Ishmael or Isaac. Jay, it's kind of interesting, that you talk about that Isaac being the only begotten son of Abraham, but Ishmael was born before him, and I did post this as a text comment, which you never responded to. There are some other of your brother Christians that did respond to me, but I'd like to hear it from you yourself. If if someone is the only begotten son, to me it means that there's only one. It does, like, if I go and I have a kid outside of my marriage with my wife, and then I have a kid with my wife, that can never be my only begotten son. You understand what I'm saying? So it's illogical to think that the only begotten son would be that of because his wife was Sarah, when we know for a fact that his wife gave Hagar, according to your description of her, which was her slave, to her husband, to have that son. So to say that Isaac is the only begotten son, I think it takes a lot to say that the other son is not a begotten son of Abraham. Is he not? I mean, it just boggles my mind that Christians would say that this only begotten son, and they ignore the fact that Ishmael was also a son of Abraham. And the Quran points to that, and also you wrote in the text comments that we should look at Surah 29 verse 27, and I looked at it and I also responded on there, but of course you never responded back to me. I find that to be the case with all of my text comments. You tend to ignore them, so that's why I'm putting it in a video. So this way that you can't say that you never saw it or anything, because here's the video. Alright, and from the Pictorial translation again, it says, and we bestowed on him Isaac and Jacob, and we established the prophethood and the scripture among his seed. The scripture, right? The Old Testament and the Gospels came from his seed. That's accurate. There's nothing incorrect with that. And we gave him his reward in the world, and lo, in the hereafter he is verily among the righteous. It does not say that no other people or person or anything else would not have a prophetic line. It just talks specifically about Ishmael and Jacob, how God created a covenant with them as far as giving them having the scripture to come from their line, but it doesn't say that God didn't allow for someone else to have the prophetic prophethood. And as a matter of fact, the Quranic belief is that every nation, every people has had a prophet come through to their group, their society, to bring them back to God. So with that said, doesn't it make sense that what is said there is just said specifically for Ishmael and Jacob? It doesn't say anything about there not being anything else. So Muhammad being of the line of Ishmael has nothing to do with anything other than he comes from the seed of Abraham, which is what God promised Abraham, that his seed would be where his covenants and everything else like that would be placed. So I don't see anything wrong as far as Muhammad being a prophet in the line of Abraham, and that's what's in question here. And again, Muhammad is in the line of in the prophetic line of Abraham, so there's no contradictions here with the Quran. So I'd like to hear what you have to say about that. And I look forward to hearing your responses, and inshallah, I should be able to respond back with you, or at least get a better understanding for myself. So maybe, again, I might be pointed in the right direction, or maybe you might be pointed in the right direction. God knows best. So look forward to hearing you. Take care. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.